Hello, welcome, welcome. Happy Beaver Moon. Today is November 15th. It is the Beaver full moon. So, I wanted to honor the energy of this full moon, talk to you about it a little bit, and kind of help you understand where it's at, and then go through an essential oil protocol that can help you cultivate the energy of this full moon, as well as um, help prepare the immune system on a very physical level. So, let's talk about the full moon, just what the intention of this moon is, what it means, and then we'll go through the essential oils. I'll talk about the physical benefits of each oil, and then also we will use each oil for emotional support. So we will have a specific point on the body that we're going to put the oil on, and then say a mantra with that to help with the emotions and working through all of that. So I'm going to give people just a couple more seconds to hop on. I just finished my yoga practice, so I'm doing little bit of my superfood juice here. Okay, so let's get started. So, the Beaver Moon, we are celebrating the Beaver Moon today. So, the full moon is at today is November 15th. So the full moon is at 4:28 Eastern time, so you can do your time zone shift there as needed. And the intention behind this full moon is preparing. So it's first evaluating. It's called the Beaver Moon because it's this time when all the animals, and in this case specifically the beaver, is getting ready for the winter season. So they're creating their little dam, they are getting all their wood together, they are collecting all the food and everything for this upcoming winter season when we really go internal and everything really starts to settle and quiet down. So this can be in any context of animals. A lot of animals do this. It's just called the Beaver Moon. So when in our own lives, us as humans, most of us, especially if you are watching me here on social media, we don't have to necessarily prepare like we used to. Back in the ancient times, we had to do a lot of preparing for winter. Now most of us have the gift of being able to go to the store and get food, not having to necessarily hoard. So we take this more as a spiritual practice and a spiritual lesson. So what we do for the whole intention of this beaver moon is to first evaluate, kind of take stock of how your year has gone so far. I'm so sorry. I'm having allergies. I hope when I move on to the oils, they'll help me with my notes because I have been sneezing like crazy this morning. But so the Beaver Moon is all about evaluating the year so far and noticing and evaluating it without judgment. That is the big lesson. It's literally just observing. Did I meet my intentions that I had set at the beginning of the year? Did I meet my goals? I'm not a big goals person. I don't love that word, but some people, that's their jam. We're all individuals, we're all unique, so whatever works for you there. But did I meet these different things? And if not, that's okay. Giving yourself grace, giving yourself forgiveness. And if you did, great. Maybe that'll help guide you on how to plan for the next year. And that's the next thing, is we evaluate and then we adapt. So we kind of shift. What are shifts that need to be made for the rest of this year, for the rest of 2024, for going into this winter season? And then what are the shifts, so kind of adapting, making those shifts as needed. And then lastly, it's preparing for this upcoming winter season, however you need to prepare, preparing for going into 2025, however you need to prepare. So those are the three main things with this Beaver Moon. It's evaluating, adapting, and preparing. So we are gonna prepare with my essential oil kit that I have here for this protocol. the body physically. So, the winter season, we are going into the season for many of us of, the daylight. If you're in the northern hemisphere, we're having less daylight. We're going into winter, it's colder. Obviously, all this is geared towards the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, we'll just have to flip flop everything, right? But, so we are going into this time of less light. It's colder. We're inside more. We're not getting all the vitamin D as much. Most of us tend to eat more sugar, which is hard on the immune system. It takes the immune system down. So we are going to prepare the body, the physical body, with this protocol, um, to allow it, to support the immune system, to really do what we can to give the immune system the biggest oomph that we can, to support it, to help it detox and all that. So we're going to use the oils for that. And then we're also going to bring in an emotional layer, and to work through whatever emotions, because there's a deep connection between our emotional state and our physical health state. So when we can get the emotions and process and work with the emotions better, then that naturally has an effect on the physical body. So let's get into it. I am going to be using the Golden Touch Kit from Young Living. If you love everything that I'm doing and you want to get your hands on it, reach out to me. I can help you. This is a great protocol just for overall immune health going into the winter season, and it has some great oils and it has some great emotional benefit. So there's 7 oils that we're going to be using throughout this protocol. The first one is called Thieves. So Thieves is a great oil. It is an amazing immune support oil. It has cinnamon, eucalyptus, lemon, rosemary, and clove in it. Those are all really, really powerful essential oils. Essential oils are extremely cleansing to the cells of the body. This is the lifeblood plant. Essential oils are the distilled down lifeblood, life energy force, the prana, if you will, of the plant. So they are very powerful. They're very good at cleansing and pulling out and releasing. This is how it's one of the ways it supports the immune system, is that they're able to go in and support all of that. Now, I use Young Living oils because they are the highest quality, purest oils on the planet, bar none. I will stake my flag on that. So Young Living owns all of its own farms, as well as has extremely highly vetted partner farms. Their farming practices, like for example, their weed abatement, is 2 things. 1, human hands pulling all the weeds out of the ground, and 2, sheep. That is how Young Living deals with weeds. So, and that's just the cusp. They are having a whole living soil, organic farming practice, implementing that more and more. Gary Young, the founder, was a naturopath and a farmer, so he really instilled all of that in the culture of Young Living. So Thieves essential oil, this helps us to really protect the good on an emotional level, protect the good, and dispel the bad. We can also think of this on the physical level, protecting all the good microbiomes, probiotics, all that kind of stuff, and get rid of the yuck, all the stuff that brings the immune system in the body down. So what we're going to do on the emotional level, it moves us from being different. Sometimes we just feel like we're different. And here's the thing, we are all different. And that's the beauty, embracing the uniqueness that is you. So rather than being stuck in that, like, I'm different than this, that, and the other thing, being able to show up as yourself in whatever group that you're in and feel strong in that. So this oil helps us move from feeling different to being simply just real, to being ourselves. So when we're using essential oils for emotional support, I always say there's 3 main ways of doing it. It's good, better, best. So good is simply just inhaling the oil and letting the aromas work with the brain and help to balance. The better way is actually getting the oil on your skin. Now, this oil has some spiciness to it. It has cinnamon and clove in it, which can be kind of spicy or hot oils. So if you ever apply essential oil and you're like, oh, it feels like it's burning, it's not actually burning. What's happening is the oil is driving into the skin really quickly, so it gives that burning sensation. But what's actually happening, so how we kind of soften that is we use a carrier oil, fractionated coconut oil, olive oil, grapeseed oil, whatever, jojoba oil, whatever kind of fatty oil you have in your cabinet, because that the fat will help to slow down the penetration of the oil and take away that burning sensation. So we're going to apply thieves, and then the third way is the best, which we can use these oils on specific points of the body to target different emotions. Since we know that emotions are connected with the physical body, we can apply them to specific points to work with that. So when we're having the emotions of feeling different and not really embracing that, in order to move us to realness, to show up as ourselves, we are going to bring this thieves oil. So I'll take a couple drops in the palms of my hands. I always like to take a deep inhale first. And then this is kind of weird, but I'm going to apply it right here, kind of right in the middle of the rib cage, right below the armpit. And then I'm going to sit for a couple of moments and chant the mantra, I embrace consciousness. I embrace consciousness. By applying the oil, smelling the oil, and chanting the mantra, that just helps to kind of get everything into balance and harmony. I just did this whole protocol on Tuesday with with a whole group of my oilers, and it was marvelous. They just loved it. So I highly recommend you come to the next full moon ceremony if you live locally to me, or I can always travel to you. I'm open to that. Within reason, I guess. Okay, so now let's move on. The next oil is called Endoflex. So this oil is all about balancing the endocrine system. In order to have a strong immune system, our hormones need to be balanced. When they are out of whack, it throws the whole chemistry of the body out of whack. Everything's almost fighting itself, and it takes a toll on the immune system. So Endoflex helps to balance out each of the hormone glands in the body. So the pituitary, the pineal, the hypothalamus, thyroid and parathyroid, the adrenals on your back, and your reproductive organs. So this one has such a soft, minty aroma to it. The oils that are in it are spearmint, sage, geranium, myrtle, German chamomile, and nutmeg, all very supporting oils of the endocrine system. The beauty of the body and oils is because these are true plant distilled from the plant's highest quality. The body knows what to do with them. So it'll take the oil that we apply, it'll go into the cells, it'll talk to the glands, and it'll help balance out the communication between each gland and the hormones that it releases. These are all chemical reactions. It's chemical communication. So the chemicals in the natural essential oil help to talk with the body and regulate the body. They're adaptogenic. They help to regulate the body's own natural system and rhythm. So on an emotional level, Endoflex helps to move us from denial to acceptance. So when we're in denial about something, maybe we're in denial about, what is really going on with our life, and we're not taking a good hard look at it. We're not evaluating it. Remember, part of the Beaver Moon is evaluating. So we're not really looking at it. Or maybe we're in denial of how freaking amazing you are. Maybe you're so hard on yourself and you are in denial with just how incredible you are. So this moves us from denial to acceptance. And we're going to put this on the vision point of the body. So I'm going to take a couple drops, rub my hands together, inhale. And then the vision point is right here at the temples. With this oil, you do need to be mindful of the eyes The minty oils are really attracted to the moisture in the eyes. So you're going to apply Endoflex to the vision point, and then you're going to say the mantra, I acknowledge. I acknowledge. I acknowledge. So usually I would sit there for a few minutes if when I'm doing a full moon ceremony with my team. We will sit there for a few minutes and just keep repeating that mantra. Oh, I have a child coming in, so hang on one second. Good morning. Good morning. Mommy's doing a video. I have my little one and my child coming in. Okay, let's keep going. So the next one is digest. So in order to have a strong, healthy immune system, we need to have a good digestive system. And digest is a powerhouse oil for the digestive system. If you need digestive support, digestive function, even if you have an upset tummy, this is my favorite oil to rub on to the tummy whenever anyone in our families has any type of upset tummy thing going on. So the oils that are in this oil are tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, and anise and patchouli. And this oil helps to move us from being disillusioned to having substance. So again, this kind of falls under the evaluation realm of the Beaver Moon. And when we're evaluating, we're trying to dispel that disillusionment. Sorry, did I just get you on the nose? We're trying to dispel the disillusioned. So we are going to bring this digest to the appendix. So the appendix is located, hang on, I'm going to put you down for a second so I could show them where the appendix is, and then you can hop back up on my lap. So the appendix, I'm going to stand up, is right at the beginning of the colon. So the colon starts on this right side. It goes up, across, and then down so that we can remove everything from the body. So I'm going to take the oil and put it right on my appendix point, right here. We want the appendix to be healthy. We want the colon to be flowing and healthy. We want to make sure we're able to release everything when we have a strong colon. It is a healthy body. Healthy colon, healthy immune system, healthy body. So once we apply that oil, take a moment and chant the mantra, I see the reality. I see the reality. And just sit with it. Allow the oil to move through the body and do its work. That's the beauty of oils. We don't have to overthink with them. We just allow them to do their work in the background. So often when we're trying to do some healing work, it's so much mental work, which really the healing does not happen as much on the mental plane. It happens on the unconscious and subconscious planes very often. Okay, let's keep moving. The next one, see my papers, is Juvaflex. So Juvaflex is an oil that is for the liver. It is really supportive of the liver. In order to have a strong immune system, we need to have a strong functioning liver. The liver is what dispels all of the toxins in the body. It has to process everything in the body. So not only what we eat, any medications we take, environmental stuff that's in our environment, the liver has to process. Anything we put on our bodies, the liver does a lot of work. And when it's not clean and functioning, it can get clogged up. If you have skin issues, that is often related to the liver because we have three main ways that we're able to move toxins out of the body. Through the colon, which everything has to be processed through the liver and then it's sent to the colon to be expelled, through our respiratory system, and through the skin. So when things get clogged up, they tend to come out in the skin. So that's a good indication that you need to do some liver work. If you like to do castor oil packs on the liver, adding Juvaflex in with those packs is phenomenal. It's a great way to support the liver. So it helps to detoxify It helps the liver to do its job of detoxifying the body. It's also really good for the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is another detoxification system of the body. So it's really good for that. The oils in this is fennel, geranium, rosemary, Roman chamomile, blue tansy, and helichrysum. Because it has the Roman chamomile and the blue tansy, it has a beautiful blue color to it. You can see it has this beautiful blue color to it. So for on an emotional level, it helps us to move from blame to balance. So often, anger is held in the liver. So often, we tend to get caught up in blame, especially when we're really angry. And so when we can release that, it helps us to come into more balance. So we're going to put this on the liver. So the liver is underneath the ribs on the right side, and it flows from the front and the back. You look very unhappy right now. Do you need some Juvaflex on your liver? She just woke up, so. Okay, so the mantra for this oil and this point is I understand. I understand. Would you like to go sit down on my chair? No? Okay. Okay, let's keep moving. Okay, so the next oil that we're going to use, we have 3 more, is called Raven. So Raven has great respiratory support. Oh, sorry, hopefully Raven will help me. My allergies are going crazy today. It's windy and it's fall, and the ragweed gets me every year. Okay, so respiratory support. So hang on, I need to read my notes. Thank you. Okay, so this is good to help open up. It's a really nice, natural, almost like a Vicks Vapor Rub, but a natural one without the plastic, the petroleum jelly. You can mix this with coconut oil or you can apply it straight. It's great if you're congested, like I am a little bit right now, so sometimes I'll rub some on the bridge of my nose. This one's also minty, so you do want to be mindful of the eyes. Always mindful of the eyes. If you ever get an essential oil in your eye, just grab your fatty oil, your coconut oil, your olive oil, whatever you have, and it works fabulously. The oils in this blend are camphor, lemon, wintergreen, peppermint, and eucalyptus radiata. And this helps us to move from the emotion of feeling deceived to vision. So sometimes we deceive ourselves, sometimes we feel like others have deceived us. So it helps us to move from feeling deceived to having full vision. So we are going to bring this oil on to the eye brain point, which is the back of the occiput. So the occiput is that ridge right at the back of your head. You can kind of feel that skull ridge. And so we're going to go about 2 inches from the ear and just massage that point. It feels really good. And the mantra is I see clearly. I see clearly. And just let that sit. And like I said, usually I kind of sit for a minute or 2 and allow the oil to do its work. Okay. Now we're moving to Melrose. Sorry, that's not right. I don't want to do Melrose. We're going to move to RC. So RC I always call respiratory care. This is another blend that is formulated for the respiratory system. It helps to open up the airways. It helps to cleanse and clear the lungs. It's a phenomenal oil. Yeah. You need some of that? There you go. Okay. So this has in it eucalyptus globulus. It has myrtle, marjoram, pine, eucalyptus radiata. And on an emotional plane, it helps us to move from depletion, when we just feel depleted, to rejuvenated. So we are going to bring this to the lymphatic congestion. So we're bringing this to the lymph point. So we're going to bring the lymph point, hit the lymphatic system right underneath the jaw here. And we are going to say the mantra, I take care of myself. I take care of myself. Okay. And then last oil is Melrose. So Melrose is a deeply, deeply cleansing oil. It has lots of tea tree in it. Melrose is great. If you have any skin, like little cuts and scrapes on your skin, it's really good at helping the cells to rebuild, to repopulate, and to heal the skin. If you have any other type of skin issues, it can really be supportive with that. And it's just really cleansing. It's a really good cleansing oil. So, on an emotional plane, it helps us to move from impatience to adaptability. Like I said, the Beaver Moon, I'm so sorry, my nose is going crazy with the allergies today. Okay, the weather's actually shifting too. I think we possibly might get some snow this evening. Maybe. We'll see. But uh let's see. So we're moving from impatience to adaptability. Remember, for the Beaver Moon, we are evaluating so that we can adapt and make any shifts. So this helps us to clear away anything that's holding us back so that we can shift and pivot on an emotional level. So we're going to bring this to the immune point, which is right in the, when you kind of like feel where your deltoid is, right here, and then it kind of like dips in, and then you have your pectoral muscles here. It's right in this point, right in this dip. So we're going to bring Melrose to that point on each side. And then the mantra here is I am flexible. I am flexible. So after you apply all the oils, like I said, these oils help prepare us for the immune system. It helps to prepare for this upcoming winter season. It helps us to honor the Beaver Moon. So take some time. Even if you don't have these oils, maybe take some time today to sit, to evaluate your year so far. Maybe to decide if there's any shifts or you need to adapt anywhere. And then also prepare yourself for this upcoming winter season and going into 2025. The last thing I want to say is if you do have these oils and you go through this protocol, I recommend, if you can avoid it, try not to take a shower the rest of the day. That way you can really let the oils do their work on the subconscious and unconscious level. And allow yourself to sit for a good 5 minutes. Sit or lay down and just be in this space. Let the mind just relax and wander as it does. Breathe, bring yourself into your physical body. And that's it. If you want to get your hands on these oils, please reach out to me. I am a brand partner with Young Living. These are the only oils that I use. They are my favorite. They've had the biggest effect on my life. Out of all of them, are, yeah, they're amazing. They are amazing. So, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Happy full moon. Go honor the Beaver's moon. I love you all so much. Bye for now. Let's see. Okay, let me end it.